Hey, this is Brian from Transform Personal Training, and in this video I want to discuss 3 exercises you could do at home or in the gym that can help alleviate or prevent some back issues or back problems or back pain. I have discussed previously in some blogs and articles about things that typically cause lower back pain. So we're thinking about the lower lumbar region, the hip pain, things of that nature, the pain that comes from this part of our body right here. A couple things that you can do right away, or the 3 things I say to, or encourage you to explore first to help those lower back pains. First, evaluate your sleeping positions, so how you sleep at night is very important. Some people prefer sleeping on their backs, some on their side, maybe a side with the pillow. Even sleeping at an angle, so to speak, will help alleviate back pain. But just playing around with different sleeping positions at night can alleviate a lot of back pain. Secondly, one of the most important things that you can do to alleviate lower back pain is to examine your physical activity or lack of physical activity. But mostly, if you are an exerciser coming to the gym or have done exercise in the past, you want to check how strenuous your exercise program is and how much volume your exercise program has, because sometimes we're doing too heavy a weight or doing bad technique, and that's causing our lower back pain. Or it could be too much volume, you're just exercising too many days a week for too long, or you just pick the wrong exercises. For instance, running, my body can do, but I cannot run more than 1 or 2 times a week. That would definitely hurt myself. But 1 or 2 times a week without my lower back muscles getting tight. And some people do this every day as their standalone workout program, and that could be causing their lower back pain through postural imbalances and just the repetitive impact on their lower spine. But today I'm going to give you 3 exercises that you can do at home. The most important thing with alleviating and preventing back pain is having strong hips and leg muscles. So the muscles I'm talking about are the thigh muscles and the back end, the glute muscles particularly. And they tend to be very weak in a lot of individuals. Again, if you're doing a standalone cardio only, like we are walking and jogging, doing the elliptical cross trainer and not doing any strength exercises, you could be falling in a trap of giving yourself or not helping yourself with your lower back pain. If you were somebody maybe that is doing weight training and strength training, maybe you're not doing the right exercises or targeting the right muscles. A lot of gyms and fitness programs, you're doing things like the leg extension machine and leg curl, or sitting on a leg press machine. And those exercises can be great, and actually those are some of the exercises recommended for general conditioning and strength, but they are leaving out the lumbar area and the glutes and the thigh muscles working in unison like they're supposed to do. So I'm going to give you 3 exercises right now that you can implement a couple times a week, maybe up to 3 times a week, and build strength and endurance with those. Typically we do about 3 sets of each exercise. Exercise number 1 is a dumbbell squat. In a dumbbell squat, you're just going to grab a couple dumbbells. And I prefer to use the dumbbells as opposed to barbells. Barbells, people tend to load on their shoulder, and they cause compressive forces or shearing forces on the spine, so we'll get away from that. Also, the dumbbells allow us to get those shoulder blades back, and they also tend to hit the glutes and hamstrings a little bit more, and I'll show you how that does. Just grab some dumbbells. Our feet are about hip width apart, shoulder width apart, however you want to decide that is, and we just go down and then back up. Show you from the side. Now watch how my body leans forward a little bit. I am using my lower back, and I'm using my glutes. If I were to stay nice and vertical, my knees would shoot out. It would be more quad dominant, thigh dominant, but it also would hurt my knees. The main important thing is that we're using our abs to engage, and then we're going to get the whole back of our body, that's called the posterior chain, involved. Okay. I got 20-pound dumbbells right here. I typically might go up to 50 or 60 in my workout, and I'm capable of doing maybe some 75-pound dumbbells in my hand. I've had a lot of back problems in the past, and I've never had a problem doing heavy dumbbell squats whatsoever. And once I converted over to doing squats that way, my back pain went away. So dumbbell squats. Second exercise would be, in replace the dumbbell squats, if you're not quite ready for those, you can use a wall sit or wall squat. This is something we did as children in maybe our physical education classes. This is just the old chair sit. Feet are going to only be about 6 to 8 inches apart, maybe 10 at most, about hip width apart. You come off the wall about a foot to 18 inches, sit down in a nice chair. Shoulders are rolled back, abs are in, arms are down by the side, and we sit and hold. We want to avoid going up on the toes and elevating the heels. We want to avoid dropping the knees in and going to the insides of our shoe or the outside of our foot like this, or anything in between, or a combination of. And we sit and breathe. You get up to 2 or 3 minutes of endurance in that, you're doing really well. The key is being in a nice chair position. Here are my legs, here's my back going straight at the wall, so we need to be in that position. Our thighs are parallel to the floor. You can be slightly higher than that. If you're having knee problems with that exercise, it is your positioning of your feet is the problem. The third exercise is going to work on the inner thigh muscles. And a lot of people have weak inner thigh muscles. Also, if you've seen people with posture where their toes evert outwards and they kind of walk like so, they lose their back end, they kind of walk like so. We want to think about getting our hips pulled in and abs pulled in. Okay, a lot of people flare out like this. Their hip bones flare out, and that causes a lot of lower back pain because it accentuates the arch, and then they have weak legs that are bending over and having a weak lumbar at the same time. So I'm going to use a ball, but you can use pillows at home, or if you're at the gym, you can use the adductor machine. That is a squeezing in machine. Okay. First thing you do is you sit down right on the edge of a seat or a bench. My feet are going to start probably just a few inches apart, maybe 6 inches apart. Open up to put whatever I have right between my legs. It could be I got this from Walmart. It could be a couple cushions, pillows. You can even do it isometric against a solid object of any type. So you put it in here, you sit tall, abs are pulled in, and you just squeeze 1/1000 and release. Squeeze 1/1000, tighten up right through here and release. 1/1000 and release. It's a shorter range of motion, as a quick little reps on the exercise, so you're going to do about 20 reps on that exercise. Again, probably about 2 to 3 sets of that exercise. So maybe 2 to 3 sets of the dumbbell squats, couple sets, the wall sits, or one big set for a minute or two, build up to 2 to 3 minutes of that, and 2 to 3 sets of 20 reps on the inner thigh exercise. And that's a start, because what we're trying to do is get these glutes kicking in, get these thighs strong, because when we're weak with the thighs, weak with the glutes, we tend to bend over. We can't use our legs and our strength of our legs and our glutes to lift. They support our whole lower spine from the pelvic on up. It's all supported by these muscles. When they're weak, the spine has no base of support. It sags. You accentuate it by sitting down, standing up a lot, and then you have a perfect recipe for chronic lower back pain. So add these into your exercise program as a standalone exercise. Those 3 exercises are great for doing at home. Get you started on those. If you have questions regarding these exercises or any other exercises, you can email me at brian@transformwilmington.com. I'd love to answer any questions regarding your lower back or any other fitness.